Have you noticed like the people that's living out in the Western countries like USA, for example? You notice how a lot of woke religious people who are considered to be the most positive people in the world, right? You would think that a woke religious person, that worships a person in the sky or whoever, you would think that they'll be the most positive person in the world, and they don't really think negative. You would think that on the surface if you didn't know any better. And then when you actually experience these people, and it's like these woke religious folks, man, like they always turn out to be the most negative thinking people with a scarcity mindset on the planet. And I'm like, bro, but they're so woke because they worship a person. Like this is how this is how it is in these societies, right? If you don't worship anybody, if you don't worship a religion, you're not considered like spiritually intelligent. You're not considered woke. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, bro, like when people see me, they probably wouldn't think that I'm the type of spiritually awake person based on the appearance, right? Because I'm dark skinned. But when people actually get to know me, they actually see that I'm more spiritually awake than a lot of these so-called woke religious folks who be dressing up and shit. And I'm like, bro, like it's crazy though. Like me when I existed on this planet, right? When I existed on this planet, right? I came in the very first years of Generation Z. So I came in the very first years of Generation Z, and everything I saw on this planet, I knew a lot of stuff wasn't right, soul family. I knew a lot of stuff wasn't right. Even with the things that was forced upon my family members from slavery, from these racist European tan beige people who would label themselves white folks to feel superior towards melanated skinned people. And I'm like, man, if only a lot of my family members of past generations had knew what I knew. So it's like, and then being a Generation Z person that's spiritually awake and being melanated skin, you literally have one of the biggest battles in this spiritual warfare. And it's like a lot of spiritually awake people, they don't have the scarcity mindset, bro. Like when you think about it, when you go look at animals, right? Have you ever seen a squirrel? Have you ever seen a falcon? Have you ever seen a jellyfish or a stingray have a scarcity mindset? Have you ever seen an animal of any sort have a scarcity mindset, soul family? How is it that an ant can find a way to find nutrients for their body to sustain? How does an ant do it? How does a bird do it? How does a giraffe and a gazelle do it? That's something that my family members don't think about. I'm the only one. I'm the only one in my family who thinks about this stuff. How does a gazelle do it, soul family? How does a giraffe sustain themselves? How does a cheetah does it? These animals, somehow, some way, they found a way to, connect themselves with Father and Mother Nature elements to get everything that they need. These ants know how to build homes and shit. These owls, these birds, they all know how to create and find a home. But a lot of these human looking people, they don't have that abundance mindset that a lot of animals do, man. Like this stuff is crazy. And you just gotta think about that, soul family. Like literally, bro, like a lot of these woke religious humans, they don't have the abundance mindset that a lot of these animals have. Like, bro, I don't even talk about this stuff with family members because they're not spiritually awake like I am, bro. They just not them kind of people. A lot of my family members had grew up in United Kingdom, Canada, and USA for the most parts. All these family members, these ancient family members of mine that could have been Africans and Caribbeans, bro. They like, bro, I haven't even met. I don't even know if I even got some family members in the African and Caribbean countries. Who knows? But for the ones I do know of, they not really spiritually awake like I am because of the countries they grew up in and the stuff they've been taught to by these European slave owners. These animals, bro, I'm going to tell you something, bro. A moth, a butterfly, a scorpion has more awareness than a human. If you want to deny that, Go keep living in denial. Go try to live in denial if you want to deny that. Because I myself, as a humanoid, can go sit and admit that animals got more awareness than humans. Animals have more abundance mindset than a lot of these humans on planet Earth. Even I can admit that shit. I'm not gonna sit here and be biased. You know, because that's the problem with a lot of these human citizens right now. They have the scarcity mindset. What happens when you be around people that got the scarcity mindset, man? It causes depression, bro. You know, it caused depression. Like, I've seen so many human citizens in my lifetime that have a scarcity mindset, but they're the most woke religious people on the planet. And I'm like, how are they so woke religious around these 1,000 other family members and other people? But then once they get around me, it's like they all depressed and stuff. Like, they're not that woke religious person like they was with these 1,000 other people. And I'm like, if you got faith in your fictional creator, like the European slave masters have been teaching you, you shouldn't even have anything to worry about. That's why I tell a lot of people that are these woke religious people, right? You know, this stuff is really a nuisance, soul family. It's really a nuisance. This stuff is so damn, it's mundane. It's mundane. It's mundane. It's a nuisance, man. And a lot of this stuff, bro, if a lot of my family relatives had actually knew this type of stuff, bro, there'll be a whole different being in this junk, man. There'll be a whole different life form. But you know, like, when people grow up in a certain country region, it's like they're only gonna think the way based on the country that they grew up in, man. I know it's a lot of the spiritually awake people. They always grow up in the Caribbeans and African countries. They the main two countries that be the spiritually awake people. The main two. And the African and Caribbean countries like the father and motherland of planet Earth. Everything came through an African Caribbean country. Go ask a lot of people who've been living in Asian countries. They'll go confirm that. People in Venezuela will confirm that. Bro, everybody will confirm that. And they can't deny it. Like, these animals who got this abundance mindset, how in the world do these animals literally survive without money? How are they doing it? How come no human citizen has asked this on the planet? And they've been living for so long, bro. All these animals have been existing for quite a long time, and they have survived without money. I guarantee you right now, a lot of these human citizens who have pet cats and pet canines, if they was to let their canines and felines go, I guarantee you those canines and felines will tap into their real instincts, and they'll be able to connect and ground themselves with this planet and be able to have an abundance mindset to get what they need. Way better than a human could, bro. Like, I guarantee you right now, bro, because a lot of human citizens have been so used to the money system for so long, you don't really see a lot of human citizens like being like ancient pharaohs, like in early years of this earth, bro. You never really see it. You never really see it. You don't really see it in modern day. A lot of these human citizens, you don't really see them operate like pharaohs out here. You don't see it. You really don't see it, because I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Any store that you do see that's closed right now, that's going to be a potential FEMA camp spot. A lot of my family members don't know that. I know it, though. A lot of the reason why inflation is happening, because they're planning FEMA camp systems. You know, I could tell that stuff to my family members all day, and they're going to dispute the information and all that shit. Only because I'm a dark-skinned male, they only listen to what a white supremacist say. Just like they did back in slavery. But it's all good, though. Because I'm going to be the one who's going to be right in the end. I'll be like, I hate to be that one. I'm going to just be like, I told you so. Your own biological relative had told you this. That FEMA camps was going to be here. Animals was tapping in with Father and Mother Nature so they can live in abundance. You know, any human citizen who doesn't get their energy from Father and Mother Nature on a daily basis, at least, man, come on, at the most. How do you think they're going to do it when the FEMA camp comes?